I think YouTube tutorials are a great way to learn how to do things, but personally, I learned by doing, which is why I started right before I would take my makeup off at night, add more, and then I could do the crazy things without worrying about like having to wear that whatever out in public and people seeing that monstrosity that ended up on my face. Sometimes it goes great and then nobody sees it, which is a giant bummer. So I thought I'd record my bedtime blundering so that you can see how much I screw up things in order to learn how to do them. So this is my face after a day of work, and it's not wonderful. It's just work makeup fun. I was doing my normal and got super inspired to try something that I stayed away from for a really long time, and that is blue eyeshadow. When I was 7 or 8, a girl down the street from me had just gotten her first bunch of makeup or stolen her mom's makeup or something. And the key point to this story is the cute guys were rollerblading up and down the court, and she gave me the blue eyeshadow from lash line to eyebrow, and I had to walk home like that, past all the boys. And ever since then, I avoid blue like crazy. Child scarring goes deep. And I'm not sure if she did it on purpose or if it was just a joke or, you know, maybe it was on purpose. I thought I would do some big bold blue look and maybe throw a giant wing on it. We'll see what happens. So, let's get to it. So, I just go straight over whatever's on my face now. I don't worry about priming because it's coming straight off, and frankly, I'm not crazy about primers as it is. Don't judge me. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna pop the blue straight in. I'm gonna be using M.A.C and Blindsided and maybe some of these purples just to not do solid blue. I think I'm the only person that likes the brush that came with the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, but we're going to start there. I'm going to go into Blindsided. Let's do this. That's so blue! I'm going to use this as my transition shade. I'm also not going to cut out the tedious amounts of blending that I do. I think it's helpful to see how much everybody actually blends things instead of cutting around it. If it's too boring, I will eventually cut it out, I'm sure. Some part of me, some 7-year-old part of me is screaming that he's gonna see you like this and go running. Alright, we're going to go in with M.A.C. I'm going to concentrate on this outside edge and blend inward. Maybe we'll make this into a halo eye. I don't know. Cut out that I don't know. Ooh, Fallout. Hello? Oh no. Oh, it got me. Okay, we'll clean it up in a minute. You know, or not. Maybe I'll just wash it off at the end. So I think it needs to be more blue, like this is navy. I think I want more blue. Let's find. So for someone who hates blue a whole bunch, I just found all of my old MAC shadows. I'm going to dip into here and here. This one's I don't know what their names are anymore. Ah! Oh, it's so blue. Oh. You know, it's not the worst. And I'm actually going to take the shimmery shade and do the horrible face and run it under my eye. Blue. So blue. I think for lid highlight, it needs a little something. I'm going to use this Buxom single shade in Satin Seduction. I'm going to use a flat packer concealer brush from e.l.f. even though I'm not concealing. I don't know if anybody can hear my dog snoring in the background, but all apologies. I mean, he's not sorry, but... I still want to darken up the out. There's a general tip that if you were looking to make your black look richer, you can add a brown to it. So I'm going to take that theory and put some purple in here and see if we can, you know, wazzow it up a little bit. I'm going to use my favorite blending brush, but it's really old and I have no idea where it came from. Maybe I should have used green instead. But that's the whole point of doing this, is because even if it turns out looking like crap and then you don't have to live with it, but you can learn, hey, next time I do a blue eye, I need to pair green with it. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. I'm going to I'm not going to touch up this liner. I'm going to take this liner and run with it. So the liner that I use is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. It's the most saturated eyeliner I think I've ever come across, which actually can turn out to be a bad thing because sometimes the tip gets too runny, but you can just knock it off on a towel and keep going, but be cautioned because I've ruined a lot of makeup doing that. So I'm just going to take this, and that's not very pretty, but I'll show you how I clean that up in just a second. I typically take the liner that I did from the day and just go over it and then exaggerate. Because I can already see where I'm kind of going, and look, they're not even. My eyeliner today has been uneven all day. I don't care enough to fix it, do I? I don't. I'll just show you how to clean this one up. So e.l.f. makes these fantastic makeup remover pens. I think this is so much easier than trying to throw concealer on top of things, because I think this is so much easier than trying to clean up a line with concealer and then powdering and then you don't know if it's going to re-smudge off or not. So you can just take the pen and then where it leaves this little trail, you can just pat it out. And if I wasn't wearing day old concealer, it would actually go better, but And then you have this fancy sharp line. If you have something, if you're doing a wing and you give yourself a bump somewhere where there's not supposed to be, because I do this quite frequently, especially if I'm trying to do a giant liner look very early in the morning. You always want to pull down. Oh, in focus actually. You're going to want to pull down and into the liner that's already there. And also the same with the tapping. You want to tap down into it so it kind of pulls the powder that's already up here down and kind of recovers itself. And then you can just kind of smudge it all back in and then it's all gone. It's not even, it's not perfect, but it's blue and it's a bit wonky. Wonky in a good way. So I did go back and clean up the wing, but I think I didn't record any of it, and it's still not perfect. But I'm getting ready to go to bed, so I think it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's blue. It's definitely blue, and I don't know that I have the courage to wear it out yet, but I don't hate it, and I think I might use some of these colors again in something else. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. I'm going to bed now. Good night.